Hello, and welcome to yet another in the long line of going through terrible album, singles, whatever covers to do with music. And this is volume I've forgotten of who knows how many. So hopefully you enjoy this latest round of schmozzelism. Terrible, disturbing, whatever singles covers that I found from the French eBay. Oh my god. I was doing this as I was scrolling and I clicked in a bit too early and I found this. Gilbert Montagny. Oh, Montagny. Oh dear, oh dear. Looks like kind of sucking in the cheeks there with a really nasty beauty spot. Um, so Gilbert Montagny, or something like that. When morning comes. Yes, it certainly looks like it has come for Gilbert. And of course, the really fun thing about this is I can do one of my groovy things of changing the colours. Woohoo! Let's have some fun with this. Okay, so this is what it looks like. Yeah, and now. Oh, and that's pretty atrocious. Um, I think we better go on to the next one, hadn't we? And just kind of leave Gilbert to his natural hue of dark pink and purple. Oh dear. And another example of this fine artistry. We've got Giorgio with Looky Looky. Ooh, I wonder what his version of Happy Birthday would be. Ooh, let's put it through that effect again. Wow, what an interesting moustache. It's kind of like the handlebars quite haven't been removed from the training wheels yet. But yes, Giorgio is looky looky. Well, he's certainly looking at something. Just quite what? Who knows? Maybe he was looking to find someone to say happy birthday to. But yes, those effects. Well, if you're going to have a looky looky, you're going to have me doing effects, aren't you? These are worse hues than Gilbert Bacord or whatever his name is. Oh, keep going. Topple off. Ali be good. Oh no. It looks like he's trying to be a kind of biker version of Elton John. I mean, what's this trying to say? Top Al off? Ooh. Well, lucky Al. Well, that may be why it's got Ali be good. So instead of Johnny be good, you've got Ali be good. Well, doesn't matter who they are, as long as they're good. It's a kind of mixture of Alvin Stardust, the Rubettes, and Elton John. With a bit of Elvis collars thrown in there for good measure. Oh, and we've got a I can never say those bloody things. But I do know that it means disc listening. Yes, that's what I said, disc listening. And we've got this woman with this hair. It looks like she's trying to. It's so lacquered on one side. It's affected the way her head is tilted. That would explain the glazed look on the face. She's high on all the fumes. And now we have Swiss Romantique with a ladder that looks like an A. So you can honestly say he's sitting on the big A. And il fait si I'll do a translate of that so I know what that means. Oh, it is so beautiful in your eyes. Actually, when I was running that through Google Translate, I was wondering just what it was going to be beautiful in. But yeah, it's. I guess you can get quite romantic sitting on a big A. Just depends on how romantic you want to get. But he's wearing the right colour. Oh, now this one, Chanter d'Anglais. Uh, Actually sounds like it translates over to Charlie's Angels or something. It's about the right vintage. But in actual fact, he's imploring us to sing in English. Or he's singing in English. Or he wants us to sing in English. Or whatever, but he's singing it in French. In English. Yeah. But he kind of looks like one of those that's sort of desperately trying to search for a look and just not really succeeding. It's the sort of thing of like, well, I've got this old school jumper and I've got this old school tie, and oh yeah, let's create something that attempts to look trendy. And I'll just stand out in a field that makes it look like I'm desperately trying to contain my hay fever. Maybe that's why the tie is so thick. He needs to use it as a hanky. My goodness me. How far does he sneeze? Oh, now. Dear old Toto Colagno with Serenata. Could he have enough filtered lenses and gauze and stuff like that? Oh no, hang on a second. I don't think he's had quite enough. We can fix that for him, can't we? There we go. Perfection. With that in mind, I think I'll move on to the next one. This is awful. Oh, and someone who went to the same hairstylist as that acute disc person. It's just, I'd fire my hairdresser if I were you. So Gerard Manuel, looking like that is probably one of the worst cowlicks I've ever seen. I thought mine were bad. Thanks for making me feel better now, Gerard. Maybe that was the thing, is that like, she used half the bottle and he used the other half. And voila. Oh God, they'd make a good duet, wouldn't they? Wouldn't want to get too close. Their hair would all stick together. Yeah, I can just imagine them having those kind of wispy double-tracked vocals. Oh God. Well, there's some imagination that ran riot. And to rival our mate Toto, we have the female equivalent with Rose Lorenz. That's kind of one of the poorer examples of mixing backlighting with gauze. It kind of makes her look like her hair's on fire, or she's being attacked by a feather boa. She looks more like a nasturtium than a rose. But I suppose we better do to her what we did to Toto. No, not send her to Africa. I'm talking about this. There we go. No amount of 3D glasses can improve that. Oh, and let's end on this. Let's end with Sylvie Vartan doing her best Bette Midler. But of course, being disco, this is from 1978, which was the height of all the whole Saturday night thing and stuff like that. But, my goodness, she's got sparkles where I wouldn't think you'd have sparkles. Yeah, instead of being the divine Mazem, she's being a divine V. Queen V. On that note, I'm going to hand back over to me now. Hey. So, there we go. That was the end of that piece of schmozzelism. Sounds like the name of a racehorse. And there's schmozzelism coming up the street. And if you did, please do all the likes and subscribes and the bells and the whistles and you know, all that stuff. And thank you very much for watching, and hopefully I shall see you in the next one. Please take care of yourself, okay? I will try and say that properly. Please take care of yourself. It's always better to take care of yourself when it's said properly. Something like that. Anyway, please take care of yourself, and hopefully I shall see you in the next one. Ciao!